on the set in 3, 2, 1, going live.
All right, Don, another episode of HB Unplugged. I'm Mel Craig.
Yeah, and I'm Don Ramsey.
And, we got quite the guest, and we're going to get excited about getting this.
Billy Webb.
Yeah, Billy Webb, head of the Board Riders Club. Let's give him a big hand and welcome in. Yeah.
Awesome.
I got to make sure.
Oh, my God.
The
fans
crowd here.
go wild,
Yeah, we got the
man.
fans. Yeah,
Holy smokes.
No, that's another episode. Fans Gone Wild. Isn't that a different podcast?
Oh, yeah. I'll be on that one, too, if you want. Yeah, no worries.
So, Bill, like I just told you, as we were talking before the show starts, is this show is all about Huntington Beach, the community, and who's involved in the community and why the community works the way it does.
Yes.
It's not one individual. It's so many of you guys here in the community that we all do something that really makes an impact on the world.
Absolutely,
Globally.
100%. As much as Don Ramsey wants to think it's all him, it's not. It's a collaboration.
Actually, that's debatable. That's debatable because you see him everywhere.
You're like, there he is again.
Isn't there anything he doesn't do? Every event you go to, he's either there in charge or on the board or on the chair.
Yeah. I'm head
on
of the board.
I'm on the chair.
I'm in the new popsicle stand over down the street. Yeah. I sponsored that.
Yeah.
Well, Bill, the way we want to start the show is, first off, talk about you and your family.
Sure.
Hit it off, and then Don's going to go into a bunch of questions for you and who you are and what you do and all about the Board Riders, obviously.
Okay.
What an amazing...
Some of it's top secret. I can't tell all that.
We know that.
Okay.
Those are sealed files.
Sealed files.
Government has them. Yeah. No one else.
It's in the dossier.
The dossier. So, go ahead. Start out with your family life. And
when did you move to Huntington Beach?
I moved to Huntington Beach. I had a journey from, was born in Cleveland, Ohio. Moved here to Long Beach when I was 2 years old. And then from Long Beach to Seal, Rossmore area, and then to Huntington in the beginning of 9th grade.
Wow.
Yeah, and been here since 9th grade. So I've been here 4 years.
4 years,
You look like 4 or 5.
I've been here.
You look like a senior in high school.
Yeah.
So when did you start surfing?
I was surfing in
Billy
Long
Webb
Beach.
surfs. I mean, I tease him, but he can surf.
I could get up on one knee for sure. So when I lived in Long Beach, I lived right in El Dorado Park, which was only maybe 3-4 miles away from the beach. We used to ride our bikes to Seal and stuff that. So
nice.
I was surfing when I was young. We used to ride my friends' knee boards and belly boards. Back in the days, early 70s, we'd ride whatever we could. I
think I was always duking it out with the knee boarders.
Yeah.
Right? I was.
Yeah.
Knee boards, get out of the water.
Get out of here, you half man. Get up on your feet. You can't stand all the way up. What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
But then, got more serious and then played sports when I was a kid. Loved baseball and football, and then eventually grew up and started surfing, and then you know what happens once you start surfing.
Yeah,
it's over.
Goes to hell.
Yeah.
My mom used to say, "You're so obsessed with surfing."
Yeah.
You're right.
You're so
You have
right.
to go every day.
Every day, maybe twice.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
And do you have to skip school? Yeah, there was a swell today, so we skipped it.
Well, school? What
did
is
school.
that?
We did school. Yeah, throw the boards in the bushes behind the school, and
I might have missed a couple of days.
You think
at Huntington?
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah,
and there's as well.
Okay.
So go ahead, family.
Family. I have 3 sisters. I lost one. It's a pretty big thing, and she was
Seal Beach. Yeah.
Seal Beach shooting.
Affected
the whole family, the whole community, like the Huntington
affected
community.
the country.
Yeah,
it
keeps affecting the country, and it's tragic, and that was a big one of the big things in my life. The big eye openers. I mean, there's been so many through the years. I got sober at a young age at not quite 25, so I've been sober for 36 years.
Wow, fantastic! Yeah, that's cool.
36.
It's funny when you talk about the loss of your sister. It goes to say for Duke and Val Ipa.
Yeah.
One thing to lose a sibling or a brother, or sister, or mom and dad to health, but when something happens so tragic that it's taken from you, without reason. That's like.
But and it's a whole different thing when it's at someone else's hands.
Yeah.
There's no choice of like, okay, I get it. You hate your life. Take yourself out. You know, I don't want to get too deep into it.
Right,
But
yeah,
like,
that's me.
why do you have to go into like a beauty salon and start open fire on a bunch of women?
Stupid.
At a hair, it's just I could go
It's
on
a
and
tr-
on.
yeah, I get
That'd
the
be
tr-
a whole podcast.
Yeah.
So
Maybe
yeah.
we'll do a podcast show on that one day. So, anyways, my brother and sisters.
Yeah, no brothers, all sisters.
wow.
Yeah,
Oh.
and I always got, well, you don't know what it's like to get beat up by by brothers. I'm like, I had 2 older hot sisters that had 70 boyfriends.
Oh, good.
So I was getting beat up by them all the time. What are you talking about? Yeah,
Unreal.
it's worse. I had 50, older brothers.
Older brothers, yeah.
And I was a little bit of a smart ass, so I probably deserved a couple beatings. Yeah.
Well, okay, let's. Where's your favorite place to serve?
Where's my favorite?
He asked that question to Kelly Slater.
Yeah.
Kelly said, I ain't telling you.
We jumped from family to where's your favorite place to serve?
No.
Hey,
So
good lead
Pops-
in right there.
Pops told me that he met you in the parking lot and you weren't going to go out, and he said, "Come on, let's go out." And you went out and caught some waves, and you thanked him after that. You said, "Thank you for bugging me enough to go
Wow.
out."
Yeah,
That's
this
what he
is
said.
this is hard keeping up with you, Don. Yeah. So
He's
since
got a
I'm
memory that's unreal.
So I think that's part of. I'm sure we'll get into at some point of opening the cafe. I just opened a new cafe, Board Riders Café.
Board Rider Cafe.
22017 Bouchard.
Yeah, that's good.
You know,
Good.
nice
Shout out.
Yeah,
On the
shout
corner
out.
of
Yeah.
What kind of
Banning
food?
and
What kind of food?
Bouchard.
It's a breakfast and lunch cafe, coffee house. I opened it with 2 of my best friends, Ian and Nicole MacArthur, really, really cool people. And we've just been, putting our heart and soul into it. No seed oil, no vegetable oil. We cook only with avocado oil in-house. All the sauces and salsas, everything made in-house.
Wow. Unreal.
Our bacon is made from pork belly. We season it. We put it on the smoker. We cut it ourselves. Same with the turkey.
Did you go to culinary school or anything?
I didn't, but my partner Ian, he's a whiz, and we have
he's the
another
man. Wow.
Sergio.
So good.
We
Really?
have we
Yeah.
have another great chef, Sergio, that's just unbelievable, and they've designed a great.
Yeah.
I
Great
grew up
menu.
in the restaurant business. My dad owned 3 restaurants, so
Yeah.
I know the business. It's
Yeah,
tough.
it's
Yeah,
tough.
it
It's a
takes a
grind.
lot.
Yep.
It's a grind.
It's a lot. It's a grind, but when you're doing it for yourself, I just told someone, it's like, if I was doing this for someone else, no way, I'm tapping out. I can't do this.
Tapping out.
Yeah. No, but so when you're doing it for yourself, it's like you get, all the benefit of, just this is for me, this is for us. So
Yeah.
you got to stick in and grind it. So it makes
the
it
food
fun.
is excellent. I had a tuna fish sandwich.
Oh boy.
Yeah, and that was, I'm telling you,
Was it the big tuna? Was it the tuna fillet or the tuna salad?
I can't remember.
Tuna salad.
But it was,
It was a
toasted.
sandwich.
It was a toasted sandwich.
Toasted on squaw.
Yes.
Wow.
And it was so good.
So our tuna's never canned. It's chopped up ahi. It's
Wow.
amazing.
I had to go.
Yeah.
Karen had to go.
It's
All the
so good.
mayonnaise and sauces are made with avocado oil. No weird crap.
What
in it.
gave you, from surfing to opening a restaurant? Where did that come
Well, here's funny.
from? And the
So
board riders.
the
We're
board
getting
riders.
into that in a minute, but
Yeah.
all that,
So-
and then now a restaurant.
Yeah, well,
You're a glutton for punishment.
The board riders came from a friend of ours that sponsored the Huntington Beach Board Riders, the surf club, had this restaurant that she let us use as our clubhouse.
Oh,
And so she,
that's
she,
how. That's how.
we
they
would
were.
do
yeah,
all our events
she was, yeah, we did
Team
all our
get-togethers.
team get-togethers there, and it was our clubhouse. So she had been in the business for a long time. Her and her father had a Caliente and Costa Mesa and stuff like that. So she had some health issues. She had to have a pretty severe back and neck surgery. So and I think she had been in it. She'd run her course, like she was done. So she was like kind of getting out of it and looking for someone to take it over. And me being the president of the board riders, I'm like, well, here's my clubhouse. My partners, Nicole and Ian and I have talked about this for years. We've had mock-up menus. They work for Ola. We all
So even before this happened, you were already thinking.
we were
about
already
it.
thinking about it.
Oh,
we
wow.
already had
Unreal.
we had mock-up menus and everything.
He
I
used to be the bartender at Ola.
I was
for how many
25
years?
years. I was downtown. I was at Ola.
Oh, wow.
G's Boathouse, Aloha Grill, Black Bull, Solera,
Unreal.
the whole deal. So we have extensive amount of knowledge in the restaurant industry. So like it was, okay, I'm losing my clubhouse, but I have this opportunity. I know the right people to ask. Nicole and Ian are powerhouses. You know, they are already like managers at Ola and helping Toby. Toby from Ola, Toby and Tony, like the best people in the world. That, you know, shout
I've
out
been
to
there many
Ola
times.
Mexican Cafe, Mexican Kitchen. But you know, they always gave all their employees inspiration. You guys can do this too, you know. And so we followed suit and we said, hey, we know we can do this. We just have to execute it. We just have to make it happen. So,
It's funny you say that because a lot of people who talk about doing a business, they
Yeah.
never pull the trigger.
yeah,
Fear.
yeah,
There's
and that was
a
a
lot of
big
fear,
yeah,
yeah. It's
yeah,
like-
it was a big part of it. It's
Yeah.
like, hey, jump in. Let's just
You
let's
want-
jump in the fire.
Yeah.
See if
Well,
we
it-
get burned or not.
I'll never
yeah.
forget Surfer Magazine one time. It was I forget who it was. I forget who the surfer was, dropping on this big wave like he was taking off way late.
Yeah.
And the big thing, this was back in the 80s, the big headline was, "He who hesitates is lost."
Oh yeah,
And he was
yeah.
just going for it in this picture. You can't look at the picture and go, did he make it or did he not
Yeah.
make it? Because you don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, it was makeable, and it was like, see ya.
Yeah, that's
Would I want to be ya?
I learned that at an early age. Just get over the edge.
Yeah.
Like it, you know, skating, surfing,
Whatever,
snowboarding. You're looking over. You know, you're on top of a mountain looking. You can't barely see your board, but I'm going to survive this one way or another.
Yeah,
you
we'll
know?
make it.
Yeah, we'll make it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You gotta take a chance.
Yeah.
So.
Go ahead, honey.
So when that's how I met Billy, when Casey Wheat and Ziggy
Yeah.
they came to me and said, hey, we want to see if you got somewhere for us to start storing our stuff.
Yeah.
That's how it all happened. And
Yeah.
they came to the yard, and I showed them around. And then they decided to open up that place over on Adams.
Oh yeah.
Okay?
Well,
And-
yeah, for when they had Sport of Kings.
Yes.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
they had the clothing company Sport of Kings, and it was in Casey's garage.
Yeah. And
And
then I helped them get all those canopies for the first big
Yeah.
contest.
They
And-
brought this guy over, Don Ramsey. I'm like, who's this guy, man? What's he do? How are we gonna use this guy? He looks a little salty.
How much is he asking for?
Yeah.
What's
How
the
much
pay-
is he gonna pay
What's the
us?
paycheck? yeah, really. Yeah, you want to work
Yeah.
for us, you got to pay us.
And
No,
then
but
it's, I mean, I hate to put this
I
back
love
on
it.
him, but this guy is incredible.
Yeah, he
Everything.
is.
I
No,
mean,
he's
you ask him, oh, I know him.
Yeah.
I'll get this done. I'll get this done.
Yeah.
So, and he's been there the whole step of the way, you know, the whole process of the Sport of Kings, the Board Riders. Like, what do you need? I'll ask somebody. I'll
Well,
get it
in
done.
fact, let's get into the board riders.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know a whole lot about it. I mean, I've
Okay.
met so many guys. And
Well, we have our board of directors. I'm on the board of directors, obviously. Of
course you're on the
our
board of
president this year.
And did we talk about that in the beginning?
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah.
Brett
on the board.
Simpson.
There's no board of directors in Huntington if you don't have Don Ramsey on it. It just doesn't,
It just doesn't
And,
work.
Yeah. It's,
Brett
yeah.
Simpson's one
Brett.
of our coaches. Jeff Deffenbaugh is one of our coaches.
Yeah.
And
Good surfers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we have
Brandon
pretty all-
Gilmet is another
Brandon
one of our
Gilmet,
coaches.
Yeah.
Scott Banuelos, Pod Dukes, Chris Marino, Kevin
What's
Castles.
really cool about the organization is how big it is.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's
So
got-
my question is, where did it start? Who started it? And then
That's
look at it now.
That's one of my favorite things
Questions?
to talk about. Yeah, because we started this and it's like, of course, you know, like based on the Aussies. You know, they've been doing it since the 60s, 63, 64, I think, like Snapper and Kira. They've been doing it forever. And then Huntington had some here and there, I think late 70s, early 80s.
You're talking about surf clubs in
surf
general?
clubs in
Just
general.
in general.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, there's
PT
one.
had one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At Lake Street.
Yeah, there's the,
Yeah, the
Lake
Lake Street
Street
Board Riders,
Lake
yeah.
Street Board Riders, Hole in the Wall Gang, West Side Board Riders. What was it?
The longboard crew. Remember
Longboard
them
crew.
at
But what
Guys
was
at
the
Wind and
one?
Sea?
Yeah, but the premier one was, I think it was, West Side Board Riders, and it was like Bob Hurley, Bud Lamas, Stein, Bogan, Bobby Burchell. You know, all the heavies.
Right.
You know, yeah. And that
Especially in the 80s.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in the 80s. But there was a few, but I don't know if it ever like caught on. And we were consistently trying to start it, you know. And that's back to, you know, surfing the pier. It's like, and what we were joking around, get these kooks out of here, you know. Let's start. We need to start a club and just regulate. We can't have all these people here.
I want to tell you
And-
something. So when Casey Wheat came up to me, I was in the parking lot on North Sides, and
Yeah.
he goes, "Yeah, we're thinking about doing this thing." And I go, "Cool. You want to go up to the city and talk to them?" And he goes, "Yeah, let's meet tomorrow." So I go back to the parking lot the next day, and he's dressed in that blue Knicks basketball jacket.
Oh, yeah,
with his
sweat
hat.
outfit, yeah.
Yeah, you know, with his hat going like this, with green pants on that were like up to his ankle.
Casey was,
A blue jacket and green pants.
oh my God, he was the fashionista of all. Like, born like fourth generation Huntington Beach,
Yeah.
SoCal, on the beach his whole life. There's never a bigger hip hop head. Looked like he was straight from New York for sure. You know, Brooklyn, like had a sweat track suit on, and you know, just
Unreal.
the
Yeah.
grooviest style ever. Guy was
Yeah,
unbelievable.
he was an unbelievable
but,
guy.
So, this is one of my favorite parts. Is like, we have a crew that hangs out in Northside parking lot. It's kind of the crew level 3 up there, and we always talk about it. And it was like, you know,
Over by the apartments, the white
over
apartments.
by
The
the
condos,
apartments,
the
yeah.
condos, yeah.
And so it all started there, and then we started, you know, Casey and
Just meeting there every
yeah.
morning.
Well, we always meet there. That was our spot.
Yeah.
And Casey and Zig had just got sober. You know, they had their little deal, and they got clean. They were doing.
We were all there, man.
Yeah,
We were all there.
yeah.
You were a surfer, you were there.
Yeah, I'm
Like-
dancing around it.
I mean,
you
look
know,
at that's
whatever.
the stigma
Yeah,
with, sur-
it's-
you know, the Spicoli day. You know,
Yeah.
like everyone thinks you're a
Yeah,
surfer.
bro.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
a low life. You know,
Yeah.
you're,
That's fine. Yeah, think of whatever you want, but
Yeah.
we're going to still be us.
yeah,
you know?
we are too.
So, you know, they were doing surf lessons for Mike Ali and, you know, getting their stuff together. Casey started Sport of Kings and then asked Zig to be, you know, his partner. And then the three of us and Chris Marino started really working on putting the team together. And we're like, okay, we're serious. We're going to do this. We're going to get clothes and blah, 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 and sign people up. And we had our first meetings at the boathouse at Krabby's and
Wow.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
And when it first started, it was like, okay, we got 4 different teams. We got Bolsa, Northside, Southside, Brookhurst, Maghurst, you know, that area. And then, you know, like, which side are you on? And everyone's signing up on their little thing. And then it's finally like, no, we're doing one team. It's HB.
Oh,
you
there
surf
you
for
go.
HB or
Oh,
not.
the evolution.
And, yeah,
Yeah.
the
That's cool,
evolution.
badass.
And then our first comp was at Golden West, and it was against Seal. And Seal put a team together, and it was at Golden West.
So you had an influence on Seal Beach starting their team, or did they already have a team?
Well, no, Huntington Beach is, so now there's U.S. Board Riders. There's a whole movement.
No, I
US
know.
Board
It's like-
Riders,
yeah, it's huge
There's-
now.
there's-
Huntington was the
start.
godfather, the starter
It was this- okay.
of the whole thing. And I have to give the props to Seal because Seal was right there with us. You know, our brothers. They're our brothers. They all went to Huntington. Most of them went to school with us. Wellesley and Mikey Riley and the whole crew and Shook and the whole.
Right.
everyone,
Ryan
Stamps.
Salazar.
Yeah, Salazar. And the whole crew. Anyway, so we have the comp. I'm getting calls from Newport and Santa Cruz, Rufo and Jamie Reeland and Brillo, and they're calling, we want in. And then the next year is like, I don't know, I think 4 teams or whatever. And now it's
There's
U.S. Board Riders,
Yeah.
18 teams
18 teams on the
West
West
Coast,
Coast.
over 20 on East Coast, 4 teams from Hawaii. This year will be our 4th year to Australia. We
Yeah.
go over there, Rabbit.
compete.
Rabbit meets
Rabbit
us.
Bartholomew.
I mean, the whole crew is insane. Yeah, it's like
Unreal.
dream come true.
Yeah.
And when we first started about it, there was like some, like things that we wanted to make sure happened. We wanted to have a comp at Lowers, Steamer Lane, Kelly Slater's wave pool, and Snapper. Eventually, we got to go to where it started and where it's really the Mecca, the
makes sense.
Aussie.
Yeah, makes sense, yeah.
So we've been everywhere except with Slater's. We haven't had a comp there. We've been there, of course, but we haven't had like a full comp there.
Are you gonna?
Oh, I don't know. I mean,
Well,
knows?
we interviewed him. I think he say he
Yeah.
wanted the board riders.
Yeah,
to
he
come
did.
to
He
the
said
wave
something
pool.
about because we brought up, this big topic about
Please
the,
keep asking them.
about the Olympics.
yeah.
What I always tell myself this, because now wave pools, you can't deny they're here.
They're here.
And they're
Oh, yeah.
only going to get better, right?
You see the one in Newport Beach is going to get built.
No,
yeah.
but so
That is unreal.
well, you think about a wave like that, and what I brought up, Don and I brought up to Kelly when we were interviewing. I said, it makes sense that they would start holding like the Olympics at a wave pool.
Yeah.
Because now, and like Kelly said, well, their argument was, well, it's the same wave.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's the same wave that what Kelly explained to us. You got great guys who surf the barrel, unreal.
Yeah.
You got guys that are freestyling,
lip.
unreal.
Yeah.
But you have every type of surfer, so you can also adjust the wave.
Yeah.
Maybe you can't make a 10-foot,
Yeah.
unreal, but you can adjust the wave to do different things as well.
Yeah.
So you can actually get more creative in a wave pool, and now you're getting more creativity out of the surfer.
Yeah.
And
I-
young, old longboarders, you're guaranteed a wave.
I-
And that's what people want to see. They want to go and watch the activity. They want to see all the surfing maneuvers that we all do on the waves.
Yeah.
Like, that's what they're looking for.
Like all those backflips.
Yeah, so
all the backflips
I know
we
that
do,
Kelly
right?
would. I know that he would totally. He would entertain you guys saying, "Hey, we want to have a comp at the wave pool."
So
He would-
I think me personally, maybe I'm more of a purist. Is like I think, I love it. I love watching that, but I want to see like when they did the Olympics at Chokes. I want it to be on the line. Even like in the WSL, how they had, it was at Lowers. Lowers is a great wave.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
But I
there's
also
no arguing that.
Olympics are gonna be there.
I'm an average, maybe a tiny bit above average surfer. There's never a day that it would get big enough at Lowers that I
you
would
wouldn't
not
go out.
paddle out.
Yeah.
When it's the championships on the line, I want there to be some consequence.
The
I want
churches
you-
is a little different.
huh?
Churches.
Yeah,
you start
churches.
when you're taking off at churches, you're like, your heart is like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Same there too.
Yeah.
I want to be at Chokes where I'm like, I'm not there's no way.
Yeah.
That's where I think like
Yeah.
that's where
And
if
then you
you're-
peek your
if
head
you-
over and you go, "Oh,
if you-
no."
If you're the champion of the whole world, if you're a world champ, you better be able to paddle into anything.
Yeah.
So like
Well,
the
I
old,
look at-
remember it used to be it was decided at pipe. And you're not like a real surfer
Until you surf
You can
pipe.
surf pipe, chopes, cloud break. You have to be able. That's yeah.
But here's the interesting part. All these surfing contests that have been happening for years.
Yeah.
I always thought to myself, I wonder how many of the contestants paddle out going, oh shit.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh shit. Like, I don't know if I want to do this. Like, I don't even know if I want to paddle out.
So my favorite surfer is John. I love him because he'll win at Brazil, small, whatever, but he'll surf anywhere bigger and better than anybody. Same with Kelly. Those guys they do not back down.
Right.
So if it's the champion of the world, I don't want them, okay, we're going to lowers. It's 3 to 4, 5 foot lowers. You get to decide who the champ is today. So
One of the best things bringing that up is generation momentum. There's a part in that movie where Kelly and the whole crew, Rob Machado, the whole crew, they're young kids, and they're being told, get out there.
Yeah.
But the way they did it, it was mathematical. It was just systematics. Okay, we'll start on 3-foot pipe, 5-foot pipe. And next thing you know, you're taking off 20-foot pipe.
Yeah.
It's you just grow into it.
Yeah.
And he said, shit, I was dropping into 20-foot surf,
Yeah.
And it's just how you mold into it.
Especially, like there's, more like, especially with Kelly coming from Florida and stuff, like John grew up at pipe. So yeah, of course, his fear factor is going to be non-existent. Big Kelly, and a lot of the Floridians are like, because they want it, and they're going to, the Hobgoods. You think of Corey and Shea Lopez, the Hobgoods. Those guys are gnarly. Yeah, and they're from Florida, like where their waves.
The Wonder Wave.
Yeah.
I always wonder how they
Yeah.
end up being surfers because
Yeah.
I've been there. I've surfed. I'm like,
Greatest surfer
what are we
in the
going to
world.
surf on?
Yeah, the
like
greatest.
you can walk out like a mile in your wastewater. Like
Yeah.
you finally get to, and they all wait for the hurricane.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Hurricane Irwin right now. Those guys in Florida right now are probably killing it on some good
Oh
waves.
yeah, well it gets great over there.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
now that like we have more technology and stuff like that. And you
Remember
can-
Jeff Crawford?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
He came out of
Jeff
Florida.
Crawford. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cocoa Beach.
Yeah.
West Lane.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some dudes. that
Greg
are-
Lohr.
Yeah.
David Belzerac.
Anyway, back to Board Riders. Sorry, man.
Yeah,
We get sidetracked. We're
Oh,
surfers.
I'll go right along with you. I'll go down that sidetrack anytime. Yeah, but and then Board Riders it's just progressed, and then it's so fun. And a big part of it, it's always been about the youth and bringing the youth up and getting them involved. And now it's like when you're with the Board Riders, you surf with these kids that you don't usually probably wouldn't get to surf with. Now the whole community. Your community, and then you're going to these other comps where like our comps in Santa Cruz or Ventura, and then you get to know their community, and it's like you've been friends with these guys up and down the coast. You see them here and there, but now it's like you get to see them at least once or twice, 3 times a year. It's amazing.
Wow.
Of the
You normally would never
camaraderie.
see 'em.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and the friendships that you've built up and down the coast, and now we're going to Australia, and then. Now we got more buddies. It's the surf tribe. It's like
Where will you be surfing in Australia?
a snapper.
Snapper Rocks.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Super
on the East
rank.
Shore. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we do 4 West Coast Board Rider events here. Then we let's see. The first one's in Santa Cruz, isn't it?
No,
Or
you do.
Morro Bay?
We do 3 for each division. There's now we've just been, what do you call it? Realigned.
Yeah.
Because it used to be
We were the north.
Yeah, you said
Central.
there was 4 divisions. There was North Central, South. And then, so you were kind of in your zone right there. But the big 4, Santa Cruz, Huntington, San Clemente, and Encinitas were like, they're like,
Rob Machado's team.
yeah,
That's where I grew up.
yeah, year after year, we're kind of dominating. So this year they split into 2 premier leagues, which is like Santa Cruz and Huntington and whatever. And then
Morro
the
Bay is
teams,
one of 'em.
and it's not necessarily the teams don't have the surfers because every club has unbelievable good talent.
Yes.
And then when you do the specialty events, when it's smaller talent, like when you don't have to field 4 guys for 7 different divisions, then the playing field gets a lot. So you could take 4 or 5 of your best guys, so it makes it a big difference. But
I imagine the young Groms get a good education out there.
yeah. So our
They
guys,
hang around their mentors like, oh man, I get
Our
to
coaches are unbelievable.
So our young kids are like with Brett Simpson, Brandon Gilmat,
Jeff
Jeff
Deffenbaugh.
Deffenbaugh,
Wow, yeah.
Timmy Reyes, Brad Edinger, who you could go on and on. Sean Ward,
Yeah. So we do 3 interclub comps, which is just us going against ourselves. Like I think our first one's at Golden West Street. Or no, it's 9th Street. We're going
Yeah.
to do one like on October 11th at 9th Street, I think. And so it's just all our club members, and they battle it out.
Yeah, and it's practicing for a
For
real
the big events, for the
comp,
big
which
events,
is
yeah.
November 8th or something, whatever.
Something like that. Yeah.
We got so many. I can't keep
Yeah.
up with all the dates.
How
but
many
yeah.
members is there?
Uh,
Sounds like hundreds.
150 to 250,
Yeah.
somewhere around there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
somewhere.
Yeah.
Wait,
Just-
that's just here.
That's just
Oh, yeah.
Huntington.
No, that's what I mean. How many members, like total?
Of all,
10,000.
yeah.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah. And every great surfer is on one of the
Board
board rider
riders.
clubs.
Yeah.
So that was back to who founded the founding fathers. Myself,
Right here in Huntington Beach.
Casey Wheat, Chris
Chris
Marino,
Marino, and
Ziggy
Ziggy.
Williams.
Wow.
And Casey was one of the main guys. Casey, Chris, and Zig. They, I might have inspired, but those 3 are the ones that took it to the next level, made it happen. got Darren Brillhart on. Darren Brillhart, our
Brillo.
commissioner,
Yeah.
is unbelievable. Just does everything for the U.S. Board Riders. I mean, one of the best guys you could ever imagine.
Yeah.
But it became the Wheat Cup because we lost Casey. Casey
Yeah.
passed away, and that was another big loss for me because I lost my sister, but Casey was, he was my
Like a brother.
my best friend. But I couldn't
I get
couldn't
it.
be blood related to him and be any closer to him. Have any more feelings. That was my partner in crime. I lived with him for years. Everything. So, and he was just amazing human being.
His dad's step grandfather is the guy who founded the Golden Bear.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah,
Yes.
they were like fourth generation.
Yeah, they're fourth generation.
Fourth generation Huntington Beach. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
gnarly. So, anyways, at the end of our season, the championships at Lowers, which is another one of the goals that we have. So we're surfing at Lowers for the U.S. championships, and it's called the Wheat Cup. Is the first. That's the West Coast Board Riders. That's on Friday, and then on Saturday it's the U.S. championship, and then that's
The best
the winner
teams
of
from
the
East
the
Coast.
winner of the
All
the
the
winner
best.
of the
Yeah.
Wheat Cup, and then the East Coast and Hawaii, and then we battle it out for there.
Who pays for all this?
It's
We got a couple of
sponsors and-
sponsors, but
Yeah.
each team pays. We pay a certain amount of money for
Is there
all
a membership?
these different
Is there a
contests.
membership?
Oh, yeah.
So all this, each
Yeah,
member
that's where we
pays
get
a
it.
membership fee.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
We got that
right
and
now,
our sponsors.
let's do a shout out because if you guys need sponsorships, if you need funding, how do our listeners or people viewing this show, how do they know how to help if they want to help?
Just find Don Ramsey and bring him bundles of cash. Credit cards, cash.
Bitcoin. That's spoken like a true surfer right there. Just bring bags of cash. Find Don on the beach.
Find Don.
Big
No,
bags.
you got a website.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're
yeah.
we're you can sign up on our memberships on Live Heats. We have our Instagram and Facebook. All
Is there a
that
donate
stuff.
button or anything like that, or sponsorship button? You got?
I don't think there is.
You
There's
guys should
just
put a sponsorship button in.
our,
Yeah.
our sign up.
We do we have our big sponsors. So each team has a clothing sponsor, pretty much.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Billabong,
IPD
Quicksilver.
is our
Yeah,
big
they all-
sponsor.
IPD. I just met with IPD today, and
Wow.
we love them. And Surf and Sport, and the Sugar Shack,
Oh, yeah.
and Ola, and everybody.
Bonsai Bowl.
Board Riders Cafe. Board Riders Cafe.
Yeah, the Board Riders Cafe.
Board, are they on Banning and Bouchard?
You're Banning and Bouchard. You're
Okay.
right, Don. That's
Yeah.
where they're at.
Yeah,
Yes.
Board Riders Cafe. We know the owner.
Yeah, I know the
I'll
guy.
have to, I'll have to go in and try it. Yeah.
I'm telling you, the food is excellent. It is. I mean, I didn't think it was going to be so good. So after I eat this sandwich, I was going, "This is a great sandwich." There was a little bowl of like noodles. I go, "I'll eat these two." Those noodles were so good.
Pasta
I couldn't-
salad,
Yeah, the
yeah.
pasta salad. I went, man.
Unreal.
Yeah.
He thought we were gonna have bowls of cereal and peanut butter and jelly sandwich. What's
don't
Webb
remember
got
the days
over
we
there?
toast-
He's got
toast,
a grilled
peanut butter.
cheese,
Toast, peanut butter, and
yeah.
honey.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Remember that?
Maybe throw some bananas.
Oh, shit.
That's what we take to Mexico and survive on that stuff.
Macaroni and cheese. Man.
Oh, yeah.
I remember those days.
Mac and cheese was glorious.
Yeah. There was 5 surfers. We lived in one house right at, I posted a picture of it, right at Tamarack.
Yeah.
So my bedroom faced the South Jetty, and Kelly's bedroom faced the North Jetty. So we were the first to wake up, and we'd yell to everyone else in the house, "No work today, surf."
Yeah.
Got to go to work, you guys.
No,
It's
we're
flat.
surfing today.
Yeah, we're surfing today. Yeah, so cool. So, when it comes to the Board Riders Club, you're the president.
Yeah.
And is it an annual opportunity and it switches each year? So every year a new president comes on, or?
I think it's
Yeah, I think Jeff Deffenbaugh, who's vice president,
Vice president.
he takes over.
So he
But I
becomes-
don't know when.
Well,
we haven't decided.
I don't
when.
know. I don't know if I want to give it up for a while.
There you go.
I know, no. So I
don't know
there's
if I wanna give
we
it
have the bylaws and stuff like
Yeah.
that. I'm not, I just I might not know all the bylaws, but I think it's every couple of years that we have a revote or whatever. Yeah,
but we could. I mean, our board of directors is unreal. Everybody knows their job, and it's all done unbelievable.
Michelle
they all put it in.
Galitsky, our
Michelle Galitsky,
secretary.
She's our secretary.
Well, I got to at least join.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Heck yeah.
I got to join.
Yeah,
you'd
Michelle
be
Galitzky's
surprised
our
how
secretary.
it's
She runs, she has us in line. The one lady that just kicks our ass and makes sure we're doing everything. And then we have George Lambert, who's, if Bud Lamas isn't the mayor and Don Ramsey isn't the mayor, George Lambert is the mayor.
He's the mayor.
He's the guy.
That's what Corky Carroll called him, the mayor of Main Street.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
I've
George
only met him once.
He's one of the most awesome people you ever meet in your life, and he's in charge of the money. The only guy we trust with that much money. So yeah.
Don't trust me.
No, never giving it to Don.
Just forget that new Porsche he's driving by.
Oh yeah. Don and I will be gone on a surf trip. You can't give it to us.
Yeah, really. Yeah. Very good. You know, Bill, I'm noticing your hat.
Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about that.
Yeah. Well, that's another. It's like one unfortunate thing after another. But Colby Ipa, who we just lost, very unfortunate, and
Such a young man. Yeah.
Such a young man, and we lost him.
He was a great human being. He really was. He was unreal.
Yeah. When I used to go into, he worked at
Surf and Sport.
Surf and Sport and
so I'd
Sugar
go in,
Shack.
And Sugar
I'd
Shack.
always go in and go, hey man, where's your dad's board? I'd always give him a hard time and that stuff. He's really cool to me.
Well, yeah.
He respected everyone. His respect, you could tell he was raised right because his respect was awesome.
Well, that's the one of the biggest parts of how respectful he was. Treated all the uncles like he was just the best guy, you know. And I was just saying that we're all within kind of a similar age, and it was like the big names from Hawaii, like when we were kids. That's where that's where the guys were. Hawaii.
Oh yeah.
And who was it?
Our heroes were in magazines.
Yeah. Lopez, Ben Ipa.
Yeah.
Larry Bertelman, and Buttons.
Yeah, Buttons.
Those guys and the Ipa family was such a huge
royalty.
They were
Hawaiian
legendary.
royalty. Yes.
Yeah. So, but I met Colby when he was super young. First saw him Northside. That's my spot, Northside.
And he's part of the Board Riders.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So in his little green wetsuit, I'm like, who's this kid? This kid's rad, And then a few days later, I see him at Bud's shop on 17th Street, and Bud's all, oh yeah, that's an IPA, that's Duke's kid. I'm like, wow, that kid's rad, And so I just watched him grow up. He was in our original Board Riders. He's in our Grom, the original Grom crew, who was Colby Ipa, Max Lambert, George's son. Luke Ronaldo, who's another superstar and QS pro surfer.
Wild to see him grow up.
And then Jace McGurney.
Yeah. Also Dylan Sloan.
Well, no, this was before Dylan. Dylan wasn't even there yet. Yeah, and those were our kids. And then our first trip to Australia, we took Petey Romanek.
Petey was great.
Yeah, he was tiny.
He was good, though.
Yeah, he was really
so
good.
good.
You just brought something up. Here's something that, a young surfing Grom that got just getting, he's around all his heroes, but now he's traveling.
Oh, yeah.
What most young, look at how much traveling did we do when we were kids?
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard enough to get our mom to drive us to the beach or, whatever to
Salt Creek.
Yeah, whatever.
Huntington.
It didn't matter where it was. It was like
Lowers,
just getting there.
Cons,
it was like, wow, our traveling, And then we finally got a car. Oh, God, that was
Straight to Mexico.
Oh, that was it. We were
weekend,
over the border like that.
All the time, yeah.
All the K spots,
Oh, my God.
And then we got to the point where, we would just.
I love that shit.
And then you went a little further.
Oh, yeah. You just kept going.
Abrios. Yeah.
One time we were down for 4 months. We went all the way down the coast. Then we went to the what do you call it? The jungle down there, all the way down south.
Mazatlan?
No,
past Mazatlan. Is it
What,
Nayarit?
mainland?
No, even the Yucatan, down to the Yucatan.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, down to the Yucatan, and then over to Veracruz on the on the east side.
Yeah.
We just traveled we got into it where we weren't even surfing some of the time down there, just cruising Mexico.
Oh, just going through
Mexico
that's
City.
amazing. Yeah.
All the way back up.
Guadalajara.
And, right. We did we were trying to do every transportation. We hitchhiked, we rode a horse, we rode a donkey, rode
That's
a bus,
so fun.
got a taxi. We tried to do like every
Yeah.
form of transportation while we were down there.
That's
the whole
amazing.
time we're carrying boards.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we got boards.
And then back then, people are looking at you like, what are these people doing?
But back then it was cool.
Oh, yeah.
Back then you were treated very,
Oh, yeah.
You were treated
Yeah.
well, yeah. Now the cartel will steal everything you got.
Yeah. Well, no, the cartel wants to keep you safe. because-
Yeah.
They want your money. Yeah.
They wanted you smoking their stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't talk about the cartel.
Anything else, Don?
I don't know. We've covered a lot.
Anything you want to say, Bill? Anything you want to bring up? Or?
I mean,
What does
takes-
what does Huntington Beach mean to you?
well, Huntington Beach is, to me, it's just, it's home, It's where all I could get all teary-eyed just
Yeah,
thinking
you
about
can.
it.
No, I know it.
So many feelings and memories and, great great memories, losses, everything. So, yeah, I think Huntington Beach, as far as I'm concerned, is, it's home. This is where, I'll always consider the most dearest place in my heart. I've traveled all over the world, and I don't ever not want to travel, but I love coming home and love coming back to Huntington Beach.
Yeah, we live in paradise.
Yeah.
No matter where we
Lucky.
travel to, I've been fortunate enough to surf Australia several times.
Yeah.
And no matter how much you travel these places that are beautiful and fun
Yeah.
and nice, and you can't deny the fact that when you get back, you're at Huntington Beach going, wow,
Yeah.
I live in paradise. I don't have to move anywhere.
Oh, yeah.
I get
And-
to enjoy this Tuesday night, which was last night, right?
No, Wednesday was
Tuesday
last
night, Karen and I decided, well, let's go get a bite to eat. So we went downtown, and
Yeah.
everything was pretty crowded because of the
Surf
Street
City
Fair.
nights.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Surf City nights. But we went into longboards, and Mike was there. And
Mike
he
Williams.
got us set, really cool guy. So he got us a little spot right there. And it was so cool because while we're sitting there, I don't know, 5 or 6 different people were walking by. Hey, Mel, Karen. Oh, hey,
Yeah.
Patrick from Home Depot, or just every Mo comes walking up from the
Yeah.
sunglass.
Oh, yeah. Love Mo.
Craig. And
Craig
his wife,
Bradford.
Craig Bradford walked by. Yeah. So you see, it's so.
Oh,
you're
yeah.
just- we're sitting there going, wow. We're locals. This is
Yeah.
where we live. We know everybody.
How long have you been here from?
I came in 1980.
Okay.
And I came in the end of 1979 and was here till 1984.
Yeah.
And then I moved back to San Diego, back to Carlsbad.
Yeah.
And I was down there. My business was booming and stuff, and I grew up really big down
Yeah.
there. And I had a podcast show back
Yeah.
then. It grew really big. And in end of 2009, I was at SEMA in Las Vegas at the SEMA show.
Yeah.
And Chip Foose tapped me on the shoulder, and we were at the deli line getting a sandwich.
Yeah.
And we started talking about, we had a long wait, so we were talking about the car culture in Huntington Beach. And he said, Mel, you need to be in Huntington Beach. I go, Chip, I'm not leaving. Freaking, I live in Carlsbad.
Yeah.
I live in some of the best surf. I've been up to Huntington. You got to fight the surf. You get your ass kicked before you even get out there. You're burned out, and then you got to fight the current stuff. But he's going, forget all that. You're going to be rich. You got to come to Huntington Beach because it's the car culture. It's everything to do with cars. It's the car capital of the country.
It is.
Yeah,
People don't know that.
Bill, a lot of people don't know that.
I had no idea
Oh,
about
yeah.
that.
Bill, it's literally, there's more hot rods, vintage, and classic cars in Huntington Beach per capita than any other city in the country.
That's amazing. I had no idea. That's
One out of
cool.
every 5 garages has a project car in the garage.
Oh, I bet.
It's
it makes
that
it,
big.
now thinking about it, makes sense.
Yeah, because
And
you see them now.
you
You'll
see them
now.
everywhere. Yeah.
I mean, look at Jim Ramsey. I mean, it's
Yeah.
all around you. So in 2009, I said, okay, let me see what this. So I drove up here, was just driving around, and I came up to this apartment building right on 14th, like a half a block in.
Yeah.
The apartment with the green awnings on 14th there. And I walk into the center complex, and there's an old guy sweeping. And I said, yeah, there's a sign out there for rent. He goes, yeah, it's right up there. And I went up, and it was a little 1-bedroom apartment.
Yeah.
And I thought it was kind of cool. It was like I had a little view, and you could see the palm trees out. So I come walking down, and I started talking to this guy. And him and I ended up sitting on the little wall in this little center square of this, all the apartments face the center square, like a quad thing. And we're just shooting the shit. And he goes, well, I know the people who run this place. You seem like a straight shooter, a really cool guy. He goes, if you go down to Beach Boulevard, go to the address here, and I'll call them, and I'll put in a good word for you.
Nice.
So I get down there, and I'm thinking, God, he said there's a stack of applications that they have, and the chances of you getting it were like, and it was $1,100 a month.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, this is a dream come true, right? Half a block from the beach. So I go to Huntington Beach to the address, and I go in, and I figured I'm not going to get it because they have a stack of applications of people waiting for that spot. It's a nice spot. And I go walking in, and the guy comes out. Oh, hi, how can I help you? And I said, yeah, they sent me over from the building. Oh, you're Mel. Oh, yeah. Well, come on in, sit down. He says, so you like the place? Well, it's yours.
Nice.
That guy who was sweeping up. He was the owner of all that block.
Oh my God! Yeah.
He owned like all those buildings.
Oh,
and him and I
man.
just hit it up. We became great friends after that. I went back, and he lived right down the street in a nice house. And I knocked on his door, and I go, man, I don't know how to thank you.
Yeah.
And he said, well, it seemed like you're a surfer. You want the place, and you seem like a good guy.
People know people.
Yeah. That's how it worked out.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was my start here in the beach in 2009.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Been here ever since.
And I asked you because you were saying, because we grew up on Main Street, like as kids, and I mean, it's still cool and all, but it's not. I don't think it's like the same as it was, back in the day. Yeah.
No, I remember Main Street from 1980 through 79 through 84. Yeah, it was way different. It was just a street.
Street with surf shops.
Yeah.
There's
surf
two
shops.
bars. Yeah.
It was more of a, the hardware store and the post.
Yeah.
It was more like Main Street
Main
USA.
Street, yeah.
Main
Yeah.
Street USA. Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't really your tourist thing.
Bunch of surfboards.
I had to duke it out a couple times at the pier to get my right to paddle out on the
yeah.
other side. Yeah, a couple guys gave me a hard time. I look at these guys and go, really?
Yeah.
I got 5 older brothers that I had to fight all the time.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I'll fight you. Like, okay.
Let's do it. Okay. Yeah.
Kind of crazy stuff I had to deal with, but I earned my right to be out there on the north side, I guess.
Yeah.
That was good. Well, it was a great episode.
Thank you
Thanks for
so
joining
much.
us.
Yeah. Thanks, Don.
Billy Webb.
Another
Always a pleasure getting hang
another
with
celebrity in
this guy.
Huntington Beach here, getting us all educated.
I don't know about all that, but it's fun. Yeah.
Well, that's what it's all
Love
about.
Huntington Beach. Dude. I'll do it my part for whatever I can for.
Well, that's what
Huntington
it's
Beach.
all about.
Yeah.
That's what it is. And by the way, to all the viewers out there, Alejandro keeps reminding me, you got to subscribe to HB Unplugged YouTube channel.
Yes.
Yes.
You got to get people to subscribe, right, you guys? I mean,
Yeah.
Don, you're like, you got to subscribe to our channel.
Yeah.
All
Subs.
these people that
Just go
watch
to
this
YouTube.
show,
We're on YouTube
they're all
every-
telling us,
Yeah.
hey, we love your show, but you're not subscribing. We need you to subscribe.
Yeah.
So,
How are they going to get up to 2 million subscriptions?
Yeah, if you don't subscribe.
Let's go right
we
now.
love your watching the show,
Come
but now you
on.
got to subscribe. HB Unplugged YouTube, and just hit the subscribe button, and you're going to get a lot.
Don't make me send people to your house.
Yeah, Don will send you money if you subscribe.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm Mel Craig,
And I'm Don Ramsey.
and thanks for joining us for another episode of HB Unplugged and Bill Williams.
Billy Webb.